Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into a really interesting corner of the gig economy, a place you might not have heard of, SEOClerks. We're going to break down exactly how it works for both buyers and sellers and figure out what makes this niche marketplace tick. Okay, so let's kick things off with a problem that, almost every small business or website owner faces. You need to get better visibility on search engines, right? But you're on a shoestring budget. So the big question is, how do you find someone good, someone reliable, without, throwing your money away or, even worse, damaging your site's reputation?
Because you got to understand, a decade ago, this whole scene was the Wild West, a total free-for-all. Everything was scattered across these old-school webmaster forums, and there was basically zero protection for buyers. You'd literally just send your money into the void and cross your fingers, hoping for the best. It was a system running on pure risk and pretty much no trust at all.
And then, in 2011, this guy, founder Jordan Delosier, comes along with a solution that honestly changed the game: an escrow system. The idea was simple but brilliant. SEOClerks would be the trusted middleman. They hold the payment and only release it when the buyer says, "Yep, I'm happy with the work." That one concept right there was the foundation for a much, much safer marketplace.
Okay, so let's dive in. Here's what we're going to cover today. We'll look at where the platform came from, how its whole ecosystem works, this really cool leveling system they have for sellers, what it's like for buyers, the risks versus the rewards, and what's next for them in our new AI-driven world.
All right, first up, a marketplace for SEO. Let's see how a simple idea, born out of the mess of those old forums, really grew into this huge global platform. And man, its growth was just explosive. It shows you just how badly something like this was needed. It launches in 2011, and by 2012, they've already formed Ionicware Inc. Then boom, 1 million orders by 2015. And get this, 4 million by 2018. And they're still evolving, adding modern stuff like Coinbase payments to keep up with the times. So this is where it gets really fascinating. The way this platform is structured. See, SEOClerks isn't just one website. Nope. It's actually the heart of a much, much bigger ecosystem. They call it the Clerks Nation. It's basically a whole network of these super specialized marketplaces, all under that parent company, Ionicware. And the key thing is, they all share one single user account. So what does that mean? It creates this incredibly smooth workflow for pretty much any digital project you can think of.
Think about it. You could hire a programmer over on CodeClerks to build your site. Then hop over to WordClerks to get all the content written, find a great designer on PixelClerks for your logo, and then you bring it all back to SEOClerks to market the whole thing. It's this really slick, integrated way to tackle the gig economy.
Okay, now for what I think is probably the most unique thing about this platform. It's their automated, kind of gamified achievement system for sellers. Yeah, this table really lays it all out. It's the whole path to success for a freelancer on the site. See, everyone starts at level 1, and there's a 14-day hold on your money. Kinda rough. But as you complete more orders and keep your ratings high, you level up. A level 3 seller, they get their money in just 1 day. And the top tier, level X sellers, they can get paid instantly. So it's not just about the money, right? It's about building status and trust. By gamifying it like this, they tap right into that desire to be seen as one of the best, which is a huge incentive to do great work. What this does is create this super clear merit-based ladder to climb. You start out with these restrictions, you prove you're reliable, and then you start unlocking all these perks, like getting paid faster and being able to earn more. It's basically a clever automated quality control system that's built entirely on reputation. Okay, let's switch things up. Let's look at it from the buyer's side of things. Why would you choose this platform? Well, for one, the sheer scale is just massive. We're talking over 700,000 members, more than 370,000 different services listed, and millions upon millions of orders processed. You just have access to this enormous pool of talent. And the services get so specific. I mean, you can find everything from really technical link building stuff like private blog networks, all the way to content creation, or even just getting someone to post on Reddit for you. And the crazy part? A lot of these gigs start at just $1, so it's accessible for literally any budget. But, and this is a big but, with that much choice and those super low prices, you know there are going to be risks. You've really got to understand the pros and the cons before you jump in. So on the pro side, you've got those dollar menu prices, super niche services, the escrow protection, and public seller ratings, which is great. But the cons, well, they're pretty serious. Quality can be all over the place. You could accidentally hire someone doing shady, black hat stuff that search engines hate, which could totally tank your site. And let's be real, the really high quality work, it's still going to cost you. And this right here is probably the most important piece of advice for any buyer on any marketplace. If someone promises you guaranteed rankings for a cheap price, that is a massive red flag. You have to do your homework. So, how does the platform make money? It's pretty straightforward. They take a 20% cut from the seller on every single sale. That's pretty standard for the industry. Fiverr does something similar. And that 20% is what pays for everything: the escrow system, customer support, the whole shebang. But there's another really powerful engine that's been driving their growth, and it all boils down to one little number: 5%. See, they have one of the most generous affiliate programs out there. If you refer someone to the site, you earn 5% of every single purchase they make for life. Think about that. It creates this massive built-in incentive for the whole community to keep bringing new people to the platform. Okay, so finally, let's look ahead. How does a marketplace that was built to solve the SEO problems of 2011 stay relevant today when the whole search world is changing so fast? Well, the game is absolutely changing. With AI overviews and things like that becoming central to search, just ranking isn't the whole story anymore. The new goal is to be cited by the AI as an authoritative source. And that requires a much higher level of real human expertise. It's totally shifting the value of the services people are looking for. And that really brings us to the final takeaway here. Look, SEOClerks gives you access to this huge, amazing toolkit for digital marketing. But as AI keeps raising the bar for what quality actually means, it's really up to you to navigate that toolkit wisely. The platform's real power isn't just in the services it lists. It's in your ability to tell the real strategic tools from the cheap, low-quality toys.